Hello there, good afternoon, welcome back to my channel. My name is Louise and this is Louise's Lifestyle. Thank you for joining me. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button and have a scroll through my videos. Today we're looking at how to germinate a mango from seed. Now, if you're not familiar with my channel, I live in the UK, in the northwest, in a place called Manchester, which we typically get a lot of rain. It is called the Rainy City, that's its nickname. And because of that, if you're trying to grow tropical fruit in any sort of like northern climate, you do have to start them off indoors, and typically you would need to keep them either in a greenhouse, in a living area. As long as you provide light, heat, they do need a bit of humidity as well. So greenhouse, conservatory, polytunnel, providing you give them heat over the winter as well. They don't like the cold and they don't like the damp. So over the years I've grown quite a few mangoes from seed, and typically, they get to about a couple of feet high and then they tend to die off. I'm not sure why. It's maybe because we have the very short daylight hours during the winter, and these come from tropical countries where you have long sunny days, and it's not really suited for here, but it's fun to have a try. If you want to have a go, then keep watching this video. So here you've got the husk, the seed is in here, and you can feel sort of like, you can almost see the shape of the seed in there. So typically you want to get the sort of hollow area to start to cut in to take this husk off. Now if you live in a tropical climate, you won't need to do any of this. You just chuck that into the ground and it will germinate. It will split the seed coat itself and grow away, but we have to give it a little bit of help for those of us who are growing in northern hemisphere, cold climates. So I'm going to cut this. I'll just see if I can angle the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Move that out the way. So here we are. I'll try and bring it in a little bit closer. Okay, so this part of the seed I can feel is a little bit more hollow than that end. So I'm going to, if you've got a sharp pair of scissors, you could try cutting it with scissors, but sharp, mind you, because it is a little bit tough, the seed coat. So what I'm trying to do is create an opening here to prise it open. I'm going to use this knife. This is my carving knife that I use for fruit carving, but it's got, yeah. So try not to damage the seed that's in there. And there you go. And there is the seed. That looks to me as though there's a root forming already. I have done this before where there's already been a root and a shoot forming. So the root and the shoot tend to come from the same area. So the next step is, what do you do with it then? So what I do, I've got a little box here. We've got some tissue. I'm just going to wrap this in there and spray it with water. And then you could cover it with cling film and keep it in a warm place. You could, if you've got a propagator, put it in your propagator, but you want to keep this moist. You don't have to worry about light at this stage, you just need to keep it moist and warm. And then check on it, you know, sort of every other day, just unfold the tissue and just check that there's no rot going on, because they can rot very quickly, go a bit mouldy. If that happens, then, you know, just chuck it, because mangoes are very susceptible to bacterial rot. You know, you might start off with a nice healthy seedling and then a few days later it dies on you, so don't be disappointed if that happens, it's very common. So in typical Blue Peter fashion, I'm going to show you one I prepared earlier. So here I've done the same thing, prepared it like that, and here we have a sprouted mango. I'm going to take it out of its box. It's not in any soil, it's just in there, and you can see it's got 1, 2, almost 3 sets of leaves on it, and they start off this lovely maroon colour and then they'll change to green. And the root here has come from the same place as the shoot. So the root and shoot are in the same place, and there the root is. It's along the back there, and if I can bring that a bit closer to the camera, you can see little white sort of like rootlets coming off the main root there. So these little white things here are going to be more roots from there. So now I could, if in theory, just pop that up into a pot of compost and watch it grow. I might just keep it in sphagnum moss for a period of time and see how that goes. So that's how easy it is. This took about a week to germinate. So providing you're giving it warmth, once it's sprouted, I should say, then you need to give it light. But up to the point of it just being in this box here, you don't have to worry about putting a light on it. Once you see the little shoots appeared, then give it some extra light, maybe have a little table lamp or something, pop it on a windowsill so it's getting full light there, not in a cold or drafty place. And there you have it, you know, little mango tree. How successful you'll be at getting one to grow fruit, that is an entirely different question. This video is really purely for, you know, for fun. You know, if you wanted to germinate a tropical plant from seed, well, this is how I do it. Well, for mangoes, that is. Not all fruit trees need to have the husk removing. This just accelerates the germination process. I have germinated mango in the past without removing this, but it's fairly easy to do, and like I say, it quickens the process up. So there we have it. Nice little mango germinated from seed. So if you're interested in more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. Check out my other videos. I also do a bit of fruit carving and the odd food recipe as well, if you're interested in that. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.